Hi, I'm Doug Donnelly, and welcome to Cecil TV. Um, Next Thursday is Juneteenth, the day that commemorates the ending of slavery, or the sort of uh, the announcement of it its final jurisdiction in Texas in 1865. And it is, I guess, a tradition to celebrate Juneteenth. Uh, and So today we welcome Shirley Simmons from Wright's AME Church. Uh, but that's not her only credit. She's also a library trustee and I believe, a board member of Cecil Mediation. So she's one of these remarkable people who's probably as busy in retirement as as in during their working life. So welcome, Shirley.
Thank you, Doug.
Uh,
Glad to be here.
what is in store for people at the Elkton Community Center next Thursday for Juneteenth?
Well, we, as always, have tried to plan an event, a community celebration that is welcoming to all. As you know, Juneteenth in 2021 was made a federal holiday, and the Elkton Juneteenth Planning Committee works to celebrate and observe that holiday as a community. Juneteenth has been celebrated every year since 1865, somewhere in the United States. Initially, primarily in Texas, but it has spread over the decades. And since 2021, when it became a federal holiday, you see many statewide, city, town, local community celebrations. So we're excited at the growth of our event over the last 3 years, and especially appreciative of the collaboration with Wright's AME Church, the Elkton Colored School Museum and Cultural Center, and the town of Elkton. This wouldn't happen without the support of those three entities. I am serving as the chair of the committee this year, along with 7 other people. And we're hoping that everyone will come out, learn, enjoy, and take what they learn back to their local, and individual networks. So I just want to share with you, Doug, what our theme is for this year. It is Elkton Juneteenth, 160th Jubilee of Freedom and Hope. And this theme celebrates the rich legacy of Juneteenth, marking 160 years since the end of slavery in the United States. It acknowledges the resilience and contributions of those who came before us, while inspiring communities to continue the pursuit of equity, justice, and empowerment for generations to come. And along with that theme, we have a sub-theme, which is educate, empower, elevate. And it emphasizes the vital role of education in advancing the freedom and empowerment of African Americans. It reflects both historical struggles for access to education and the ongoing importance of learning as a tool for personal and collective growth. So with that in mind, we really tried to this year embrace the idea of a jubilee. And so as you come into the community center, we are calling that the Jubilee Village. And it is where community Spirit thrives through culture, commerce, wellness, um, and connection. So that's your first stop. You'll be welcomed. This where all the food vendors will be, community organizations, the DJ. We have face painting, popcorn, um, cotton candy. We are really excited by how the community support has expanded. We now have approximately 28 community organizations involved, as well as about 25 different vendors. So it's a larger celebration, a larger event than last year. When you enter into the center, you'll head toward the Jubilee Commons, which is the gym, and that's where the program will take place, as well as you'll be able to interact with vendors and many community organizations. We'll kick off the event outside with our prayer and raising of the Juneteenth flag, and then we'll have a processional inside to Jubilee Commons for the program. After the program, folks are free to visit with vendors, go to the various organizations. They can head to Freedom Footsteps, which is an education showcase, and there is our Roots of Resilience exhibit. We presented it last year with 5 panels. It's a traveling exhibit. It's been to the library and to the Historical Society since last year. We added 6 new panels this year, focusing on the history of Juneteenth and on educators and education in Cecil County. There are also, in that space, will be organizations related to education, such as Cecil College, Cecil County Public Schools, Cecil County Classroom Teachers Association, the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. We'll have about 12 organizations in that space along with the exhibit. Also the NAACP, the Elkton Colored School, the Historical Society will be in there. And we're really excited to have them this year because they've been such a great support in the preparation of the panels. And we're just excited to have people connect with the Historical Society in a greater way. And then across the space there is the Real Talk zone, which is Real Talk, Our Power, Our History. And there we'll have story time and meet the author. We'll also have workshops on African American genealogy and a workshop on African American Civil War veterans from Cecil County. And so it's a day filled with fun and information. We hope something for everyone. The kids will receive a Jubilee passport when they come, and they'll go to different activities, whether it's the bookmobile, story time, there's a story trail outside. They can meet the author, and they'll get a stamp for each activity. And once they've completed, I think it's 6 out of 9 activities for the lower grades, they'll get a prize. And the older students have some Jubilee facts to answer, as well as do some of the activities to get their prize. I'm just...
Why do you think it's particularly important for young people to know about these things? And
well, I know there's this concern about children knowing about slavery, but I think it's important to always to understand your history, and that history affects the entire country, and it's a history that shouldn't be forgotten. It should be told truthfully so that you can understand the progress that has been made and the progress that still needs to be made. We watched the Juneteenth Faith and Freedom at the library on Thursday, and that's just an amazing documentary. And what I took away from it, and we had several young people there, and what they shared is that you see the strength of the people to survive. And as horrific as slavery was, there's also, to me, important to see the strength of those that survived and moved forward. 7 years after 1865, Reverend Yates and other ex-slaves bought 10 acres of land in Galveston to dedicate a park to celebrating Juneteenth. They built a church, they started schools. I was just really overwhelmed by their resilience and tenacity. And that's an important story to know. For me, I feel very proud to be the descendant of a survivor. So I think there's that side of slavery and its consequences that's important for us to acknowledge and to share. It's not something to be proud of the act itself and the length of it, but to understand that those of us who are descendants, we need to be proud of what our ancestors were able to overcome. I think that's it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I my own 2 cents is that you know, it's important to look at resilience not just in a historical perspective. I mean, it's easy to think about something that happened, 160 years ago and say, well, that's the past. Resilience is a thing we may need to call upon. You don't know.
Yes.
You don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Right. I think resilience is, and that's why our overarching theme is roots of resilience. That is, if you look at our logos, that's always in the Juneteenth logos. And I think it's important to understand it on a broader perspective and on a personal and personally what it takes to be resilient. And as you say, it's something that we continue to need to be with, whether it's personal challenges, with in our country. Resilience is key.
So, before we started, you mentioned there are some other events going on.
Yes, yes. So
Tell
we
us
had
about those.
we wanted to observe Juneteenth more than on June 19th. So we scheduled 2 documentaries in June. The first one was last week, and the second one is this Thursday, June 12th, at Cecil College. And this event is co-sponsored by Cecil College, so we're really appreciative of their support. It's Blackboards and Barriers, the history of colored schools in Cecil County. It's showing on Thursday, June 12th at 6 p.m. at the Elkton Station, the Performance Hall. And we're really excited about that showing. It is shown in several places, but we thought it was especially appropriate with our theme of educate, empower, elevate, that we show it during the month of June as well.
Great. Did we miss anything?
Well, I'd like to just share about a couple of our presenters. We're really
Sure.
happy to have teaching the African American genealogy, Ms. Vivian Fisher. She's one of the deputy chiefs at the Enoch Pratt Free Library. and she has a specialty in African American genealogy. So we're really thankful that she had time to come and support us. One of our featured performers is Zayla Mainama out of Baltimore. They're an African arts ensemble, as well as they have a school there where they teach African drumming, dance, sewing, a multitude of activities. They will be performing at Juneteenth. Mr. Eric Meese is a local historian who will present on the Civil War veterans. And Barry Merrill is a spoken word artist, and he will be presenting during the program. So we hopefully have planned a great time for everyone, and we will end this year with a Juneteenth trail ride to Boots on the Ground. It's a very popular line dance right now, and we thought no better way to come together as a community than to dance together at the end. So we're really looking forward to ending it on a very fun note.
Well, it sounds great.
Thank you.
Right. Well, Shirley Simmons, we thank you.
Can
And,
I make just one correction,
oh,
Doug?
absolutely. Go right ahead.
I am no longer a board member of Cecil County Mediation. I still am a library trustee.
Okay.
I just want to correct that.
Yes. Corrected. All right. Well, Shirley, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you over there.
Okay. We appreciate your support. You guys are always there, and thank you as well.
You're very welcome. So long.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.